What's up, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all about this conversation I just had with another owner operator. It's a guy I knew from high school, right? I think he owns like two trucks, and I was down checking on one of my trucks about 2 days ago, and he kind of came up on me, and we just got to talking, got to talking about trucking, and I see this look on his face like he just looked defeated, right? He just looked defeated. Then when he got to talking, he sounded like he was defeated, right? Here's the issue. Here's the issue that he's having. One of them is drivers, right? Keeping drivers and all that. And that's not the big thing, right? A lot of us say that it's hard to find drivers, but it's really, we know what we all saying, but it's really not hard to find drivers. It's actually, drivers are easy to find. It's hard to find good drivers, right? And it's hard to keep them. So that's one of the hardest parts of trucking today, right? These days, it's a lot different than what it used to be. But his thing is he has a driver that just got pulled into a way station, and he ended up getting two tickets. Right, he got a ticket for not having on the seat belt, and he got a ticket for hours of service violation. He wasn't on his clock. Right, so when he reported it to the guy, to the owner, the guy that I was talking to, when his driver reported it to him, he told him that they pulled him in for a bumper, right? His front bumper is missing on the front of his truck. He has his license plate tied to the grill of his truck, I guess, till it get fixed, right? So he's thinking, this is what the guy told him. But once he got the report and his safer score went down, right? He was trying to book a load, and they told him, no, your safety score is not good, so we can't give you this load. And that's what happens, right? Sometimes you take these hits. If your safety score go down, there are brokers that won't deal with you, right? And that's why you should really have relationships with brokers. You got to build relationships, because once you have a relationship with a lot of these brokers, they ain't even caring about that. They know that you do good work. They know what you do, right? So, but that's another story. But anyway, he was telling me how he couldn't get loads now because this driver got these tickets, right? And when he really looked into it, looked into his safer score and all that, he sees the tickets that this guy got, right? This guy got tickets. That's how he know that he got a ticket for not having on his seatbelt, and for hours of violation service, the HOS violation, right? He wasn't on his clock. So his driver just told him anything. Now he's at the point, he was very upset. And like I said, he sounds defeated. He's just talking about, man, this is hard, a lot harder than I ever thought it was, and all that. And that's true when you don't really know what to expect, right? And trucking is really not hard. Trucking is it's not really easy either. It can be hard, I put it that way. But trucking is simple, but it's not easy, right? And that's why I was trying to explain to him. Like I told guy, man, just keep your head up. But I told him one thing. I said, don't be scared, to fire somebody, man. You got to fire these guys that's not doing right by you. And he had this look on his face, right? It was totally defeat, right? It was total defeat. And he looked and he was like, yeah, but man, I kind of need this guy. And I'm like, yeah, if you say you need him, you do. But why do you need him, right? If this guy is getting tickets and all this other stuff, he's more of a liability than an asset, right? And I let him know that I would rather have my truck sitting than have a guy that's gonna just do what he want to do, lie to you about what's going on and all that, like you can't figure it out, right? So he's thinking he needs this guy. He don't want to fire him, but this guy can very well go out of business. This guy can very well put him out of business because he's getting these tickets and all that. These are serious violations, right? And like I say, you got to protect your authority, because once this guy, if he fires, he's gonna go somewhere else anyway. If the guy don't quit on him, but if he fire him, this guy get another job. But don't hold him until he give you so many violations that it may put you out of business, because he's just gonna run next door and do the same thing to the next person, right? But anyway, it's just one to grow on. And like I say, this trucking, it can be hard to certain people, but you got to get out here and figure it out. And don't start buying trucks without really doing your homework on it, because a lot of people see the money in trucking and they just want to go buy truck after truck after truck. And I kind of put my story out how I started. So, it's a video out here that you guys can check out if you want to see that. And by the way, hit that like button while you guys listening. You do have to figure this thing out, and you can't just go out here buying trucks not knowing, because this guy didn't know what he was getting into. He thought he can just buy the truck. He drives one, I can buy another truck, and I can put somebody in it. And you can, but you're gonna get people. It's very rare that people start off with no issues. Well, it depends on how you start off. I started off with no issues for the first few years, but like I say, when I got that fourth truck, I had issues. But he came in not knowing. He just know everybody he's talking to, telling him about the money that's in trucking. So he's just jumping out, going out here financing these trucks. And now he has this one. This truck's been sitting for a while. He finally got a driver. His driver's doing this to him, and he don't want to get rid of the guy because he feel like he need him, right? And if you feel like you need somebody, you do. And if somebody feels that you need them, they're gonna use you up. Peace.